Hi, garden rebels. Hey, let's talk about some heliotrope. You are familiar with heliotrope, right? If you aren't, let me tell you about it. Just a very quick thing about heliotrope. This is heliotrope, by the way. This is called Fragrant Delight. This is a bud of heliotrope, and it looks very, very dark purple, right? And let me show it to you as it starts to open up. You get this light purple bloom. What's so special about heliotrope, you ask? It's a great one in containers. But if you enjoy fragrance, this is a great annual plant. You can winter it over, by the way, and I can show you some tricks on that later on. Email me, and so it's not terribly difficult, but it is a fun one, definitely through the season. I say May through just about middle to late October when we get that first frost. So a good long 6 months of continuous bloom makes this one well worth it. It smells like, I have to say it smells very much like vanilla. So you can almost say it smells like when you freshly open up a package of licorice. It smells like that too. Anyway, you can really, if you set it on your patio, you can really enjoy that fragrance there. Now, here's the question though about these, and here's the big tip too, is that does this take sun or does this take shade? And oftentimes I say, well, you know, it all depends on how good of a waterer you are. If you're not very consistent about watering, that's the question you have to ask yourself. If you're not very consistent, then put this in a little more shade. But if you are a great waterer, you can certainly put it in much more sun. Now, here's the thing. What do? You know, it starts out like this, right? A nice tight bud like that almost black. And then it gets very, very deep, dark purple. And then it starts to open up to this bright purple. And then it actually opens up almost to a blanched white. Now I want to let you know to make sure that you trim and pluck this as often as you like. I've got a bigger one right behind me. Let me show you how I do that. So oftentimes you get these big blooms like this that hang down. You may trim and clip that back as often as you like, and you think, oh, I just trimmed the blooms on that. But don't worry, they bud out and rebloom just as quick as you cut them. So it's a fun one to do, but make sure you pluck the blooms. Oh, one more thing about the heliotrope. Oftentimes you get this, which is kind of a burn on their leaf. And you notice too, it's on the very tips of that leaf. Heliotrope tells you pretty quick that they need more water. They don't like to dry out when that weather is warm, so give it plenty of water. And if you have leaves like this, pluck them right off. Just pluck them all off. I mean, pluck any of the old leaves off, and they start to grow leaves right away. So pluck the blooms, pluck any of the old leaves, enjoy that fragrance. Guys, that's the show for the day. Always live your passion.